Am I wrong? My friend told me she loves me 4 weeks before her marriage. They added a caveat that there is an old new update. I don't even know what that means. Like, those are complete opposites. It's either new or it's old. I don't know. How can it be old new? Originally posted to r/am I wrong on January 3rd, 2024. My 35 male friend Bree, 35 female, just told me she loves me 4 weeks before our marriage. What? Okay, now it's not just her marriage. It's you. That must be a typo, right? Does he mean her marriage? And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I want to know if I'm doing the right thing. To give some context, I lost my wife 2 years ago. I have a 5-year-old daughter. I have not dated in the last 2 years because I have major trauma from losing my wife. I still love her a lot and don't think I am ready to move on. I invested all my time in my daughter, in parentheses, who looks exactly like her mother, and my work to keep my sanity for the last 2 years. Okay, I would definitely say that's the responsible thing to do. Okay, this must be a typo, chat. I think he means her wedding. Or excuse me, her marriage. I've been friends with Bree since we were in elementary school. We lived in the same neighborhood growing up and were best friends. She is an awesome person and we were inseparable growing up. The weirdest part was we had completely different personalities. She was very outgoing and always had a lot of friends. I'm a big introvert, and Bree, along with a few friends, was all I needed. Bree was a serial dater, and I don't remember any time since middle school since she was single. Bree and I never dated, though. Bree and I also went to the same college. She never had a stable boyfriend, but just jumped from one relationship to another. I, on the other hand, did not date seriously until I was in my junior year. When I met my wife, she was a freshman, and we hit it off instantly. We fell for each other and spent all of our time with each other. This strained my relationship with Bree, as I would generally hang out with my wife instead of her. As you should, King. That was the time Bree and I started slowly drifting apart. After college, I moved to a different town for my job, and Bree and I occasionally messaged each other, but nothing beyond that. Bree attended my wedding, and that was the last time I saw her. We kept in touch, but mostly by We kept in touch, but mostly by commenting on each other's pictures or keeping each other updated on significant life events. Bree did reach out to me when my wife passed away, and we talked on a phone call. Last year, Bree and her fiance moved to my city. I was still grieving, and both have been amazing support for me and my daughter. My daughter loves dancing, and Bree helped me enroll her in dancing and gymnastics classes, and sometimes takes her to them. I also became good friends with her fiance, who is indeed an incredibly good man. My daughter also loves Auntie Bree, and Bree sometimes helps me babysit. Okay. So OP is good friends with the groom of the whole wedding. Wow, okay. Last week, Bree came to my house and asked if we could talk. Her tone sounded serious. She told me that over the last few months, she feels like she has started to develop feelings for me and is not sure anymore if she wants to go ahead with the wedding. She felt I also had started developing feelings for her. I told her that I am not ready for any relationship before I can deal with my mental health, for which I go to a therapist regularly. She tried to convince me that she loved me, we are soulmates, and she felt that we were meant to be together. However, I do not have the same feelings for her. I love her as a friend, but nothing beyond that. We were both emotional, but she said she was glad we talked about this. She left after that. Okay, wait. So did OP not tell her this part? I told her that I am not ready for any relationship before I can deal with my mental health. Like, y'all, I'm looking at the language of what OP said. She tried to convince me that she loved me. We are soulmates, and she felt that we were meant to be together. However, I do not have the same feelings for her. I love her as a friend and nothing beyond that. He never says, I told her I do not have the same feelings for her. I told her that I love her as a friend, but nothing beyond that. That's what OP is communicating to us. But I'm like, hey, dude, did you tell her anything beyond I'm not ready for a relationship before I can deal with my mental health? Because does that give her an opening here? Chat, do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, I almost need more information from OP. Because those are two very different things. Yeah, that wasn't a no. It was almost like a no for now. Exactly. Here's the thing, y'all. I'm open to OP wrote this like that, but actually did communicate these things. But we can't assume that right now. Because right now, based off of his language, all he's communicated is what Floral Cat said. Also, I just really want to bring it back in, y'all. He is good friends with Bree's fiance. So, like, now he almost has, like, a little bit of an obligation to his friend, right? I know Bree was his original friend, but, like, here's this guy you just referenced as your good friend. I would hope that any good friend you have, you would tell them when their fiance confesses their feelings to them. Kinda messy. But alas, we continue. Me with my, like, bajillion drinks. Bree called me that night and told me not to talk about our conversation to anyone. I thought a lot about it and decided that I would not tell her fiance about Bree and my conversation from last week. Okay, so you're not that good of his friend? Like, that is not what a good friend does. I feel like it's their relationship and I do not have the right to ruin their moment if Bree decides to go ahead with the wedding. However, I feel guilty that her fiance does not know anything about this and is going into a marriage where Bree might not be fully ready for it. Can you guys give suggestions on what I should do in this case? Am I wrong for not telling her fiance about our conversation? I mean, listen, I think you need to, A, explain to us exactly what you said here, because I don't know where OP stands on this in terms of how he's communicated stuff. But I mean, like, overall premise, you gotta either tell Bree, if this fiance is truly your good friend, you gotta tell Bree, hey, bro, you gotta have a conversation with your fiance or I will. I need to see the comments on this chat. I just really do. Top comment, I would tread carefully. Bree has some commitment issues, and she pops this on you as she is getting ready to make the biggest commitment of her life. She may have true feelings for you. She may just be scared and think she has feelings for you. Protect your heart. I mean, even if that's the case, wouldn't you want to tell the fiance who you're good friends with that, like, she's even thinking about dipping out or that she has feelings for somebody else? Like, Wow. She has commitment issues and is getting cold feet about the wedding, and you are probably her exit strategy. I would not lose a good friend over this, but would wait and see what occurs. What kind of dog shit advice is that? Don't involve yourself in speaking with her partner. She probably would not permanently commit to you either, but she does sound like someone to have as a friend. Hey, bro, she watches your child for free. So even though she just confessed her feelings for you, you should betray your good friend and keep them around because they watch your child for them sometimes. No, for real, Anna. For real. Commodore really went, but free childcare. Like, what? What the fuck? Holy shit. Wow. What the fuck? I mean, listen, bro. I always look at situations like this as what would you want OP to do if you were the fiance? The fiance is diddling around, super excited to be marrying the love of his life, and meanwhile the love of his life is confessing her feelings to a mutual friend of yours. Like, I get it that it's like it's not supposed to be your problem, but like, bro, now it is. It is your problem. Like, it really is your problem, dude. You can't just walk around life avoiding everything because it's easier. Dude, that advice is not making me feel confident. I'm sure he didn't say shit to her. I bet the update is, yeah, I went to their wedding. They'll figure it out. Even if she is getting cold feet, that's still fucked up. Like, that's not a good excuse. She got cold feet to the level of literally trying to start a relationship with your friend. Like, oh, man. Oh, dear Lord. I definitely think he's keeping her as an option. I mean, I don't want to rule it out yet. I feel like he did clarify, like, she's just a friend, but to us, not to her? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think we just have to go to the update chat. I really do. I think there's nothing else we can do. Update number 1 coming in January 30th, 2024, 27 days later. A month ago, I, 35 male, wrote a post regarding my friend Bree, 35 female, telling me that she loved me only 4 weeks before her wedding. The last month has been crazy and my whole world has turned upside down. Again, for context, I left. My mouth is so dry. I need to go pick up Miss Drevis's dad so I can get the dick sucking mints too. Again, for context, I lost my wife 2 years ago and we have a 5-year-old daughter. Bree and her fiance, Jason, around 33 male, moved to our town a year ago and we have reconnected as friends and they've done a lot to cheer me up during this year and bring my life to normalcy. After Bree told me that she loved me, I told her that I was still not ready to move on as I still miss my wife. See, bro, that is very different. That is so different than what we just read above, bro. That is so different than what we just read above, bro. Like, phrasing it like that is like you would move on with her if you didn't miss your wife. The way that you phrased it to us is I do not have the same feelings for her. I love her as a friend, but nothing beyond that. Like, oh, dude, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. She said she understood and I did not hear from her or Jason for a few days. The guilt was killing me as I was not sure if I should tell Jason about what she told me. Thanks to everyone who commented on the post. It helped me think the situation through. I finally called Bree after a few days and asked her to meet me for lunch. I talked to her and asked her if she was going ahead with her wedding. She broke down and told me she wasn't sure. I told her that she should at least talk to Jason regarding her feelings and not be dishonest with him. Okay, finally an OP fat dub. I also assured her that I would not say anything to Jay. Why is he alternating between Jay and Jason? And like B and Briggy? Like, come on, dude. I also assured her that I would not say anything to Jason, but I just wanted her to be happy. She said she understood and left. That night, I put my daughter to sleep and was watching TV. Around 9:30 p.m., I heard a loud knock on my door, and it was Jason. Oh, no, Jason. Come on, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I opened the door, and he was in tears. He started yelling at me and asking me why I had to steal Bree out of all the people. I tried to calm him down, but he just kept on shouting. I was trying to get him to sit down on the bench on our porch. I told him my daughter was sleeping upstairs, but he slowly was getting more and more physical. He punched me in the face, and I was able to push him off. I told him to get out of my house, and he sat in his truck and drove away. I immediately called Bree, and she was crying and did not sound well on the phone. She told Jason that she could not marry him because she had feelings for me. I was really scared for her after the physical altercation with Jason and told her to gather some clothes and get out of the house. If she goes to OP's house. If she goes to OP's house and they hook up, I'm going to lose it, chat. I'm not even lying. She did that and came to my place. I should have read one more line. The next line is, she did that and came to my place. She did that and came to my place. I just didn't feel she was safe with Jason. I consoled her for almost 2 hours and was able to get her to sleep. The next morning, we had to call her parents to let them know about what happened. Bree kept a brave face, but I could see how much she was hurting. Her parents asked her to take a few days off and immediately come back home, and she did take a flight in the evening to go home. Over the next 2 weeks, the wedding was called off. Bree and I were talking every day, and she was just very exhausted. She talked to Jason a few times and kept on asking her to take more time to think. Sorry. She talked to Jason a few times, and he kept on asking her to take more time to think. However, I think Bree just wanted to get out of it and decided to just break it off with Jason. You know what? Jason might have come out on top with this one because what the fuck, bro? Don't get me wrong. Not great for Jason to punch OP and blame him. Like, not his fault. But also, yo, I'm kind of sitting here and I'm like, OP has been very tricky with his words. I do see a scenario where if he told Bree, hey, I'm not ready to move on yet, and did not communicate what he communicated to us, that he doesn't have feelings for her, then she might have gone to Jason and been like, not only do I have feelings for this guy, but I want to wait for him because he said that he can once he's over his wife. Which still, Jason should not be showing up and punching anybody. But like, I think there is a world based off of OP's story where OP's a dickhead. I think there's also a world where like maybe he did communicate these things. But I'm kind of scared about where this update is going. Yeah, you guys are saying it in chat. This is an everyone sucks here except for Jason kind of situation. That's what it feels like. Listen, we don't have the full story, but that's definitely what it feels like. Currently, Bree is staying with us for the last 2 weeks, OP. OP! What are you doing? Holy shit, y'all. What the fuck is we doing? She still has a job here and started going back to work last week. I have talked to Bree in detail about what happened. Bree told me that Jason and her were dating on and off for the last 4 years. Jason is not very career-oriented and Bree is very good at her job. She felt he was a nice and reliable person, but was unsure about him from the start. She felt that she was not getting any younger, and hence they decided to get married. When she heard about my wife passing away, she just felt really bad and wanted to be around me to comfort me. When she got her big promotion, which meant she could work in a corporate office, she immediately chose my city and moved here. Jason also moved here and got a new job. She never had any romantic feelings for me back then. And she started hanging out. As she started hanging out with my daughter and me, she started feeling the bond we shared when we were growing up. Except I was the broken one and she was taking care of me. She said that she realized that she was enjoying her time with us more than with Jason. She realized she made a mistake with Jason and what she wanted was right in front of her. Hence, she slowly started thinking about me in that way and finally told me about it. She knew her relationship with Jason was over the moment she confessed to me. It's a shitty situation, but I'm glad that she realized that before getting married versus after. Okay. So like I can't even lie. I'm glad that if that's how Bree felt, they didn't end up getting married. Like, yes, absolutely. If you feel the way that Bree felt in this relationship, get out of the relationship. You can do that without confessing your feelings for another man and like blowing up the whole relationship, though. Yeah, you guys are saying it in chat. Like, this doesn't sound healthy. This doesn't sound like Bree is ready and able to move on to the next relationship. It sounds really unhealthy and codependent. As for Jason, I feel bad for him. He is moving back to our hometown closer to his family. He is currently in their apartment and will move sometime next month. I know a lot of you would be curious if we were dating. We are not dating. I don't think I can date anyone right now, and neither should Bree. Okay, but you're not saying that you wouldn't date Bree, similar to what you said up the top. She is my friend, and I am happy that she is staying with us and plans to be here until everything is sorted out. My daughter loves having Auntie Bree around too, so that's a bonus. Plus, it's really nice to see her slowly get back to normal. Okay, additional information from OP. OP said one of the comments from the original post from you/mid-40s mom of 3 really stuck out to me when I was trying to decide if I wanted to tell Jason myself about what Bree told me. The following is the comment. I would not share your conversation. I'd also find a way to pull away from spending any time with her that also does not tear her out of your daughter's life. Okay, isn't that like the fucking opposite of what he did? Find a way to pull away from spending time with her, but also not tear her away from your daughter. Oh, I know. Let's let her move in with me. Not that she is or ever will replace your dear wife and your daughter's mother, because that is impossible, but your daughter at a young age had already lost her mom, and I'd hate to see her traumatized by having another woman in her life abruptly leave. My daughter really loves having her around, and I also do not want her to lose Bree. I've thought about the pros and cons, and I feel I am happy she is staying with us at this point. Did Opie say how old his daughter is? Oh, 5-year-old. Okay. I guess at 5 years old, you would remember Auntie Bree. I don't know, guys. I don't think I can comment on this at like a professional level. Like, I know psychologically, like, kids crave or want or need a mother or a mother figure, but like, I just think this is like holy copium. Like, I think kids are raised perfectly fine without mother figures all the time by single dads that just do the things, like step in for the mothers and what they would have done, and are very like caring and empathetic, and the kids turn out great. Like, it feels like finding the one comment that validates what he wanted to do anyways and just doing that. You know? I think this is a mess. I think this ends in, oh yeah, Bree and I one day slept together and now we're married. Like, I think that's where this is going. Like, I think this, or maybe they sleep together, they get really close, they're about to get engaged, and then Bree dips. Like, I don't know. I just think all around, not how I would have handled this at all. Like, I think that is your daughter. That, like, you have the responsibility of putting the best people in her life, and the origin story of your guys' relationship or whatever is gonna be, yeah, so she fell in love with me because she liked hanging out with you, my daughter. And that totally messed up her engagement that she was kind of already thinking about leaving anyways. Like, I don't know. Me personally, I feel like maybe there's a better mother figure in her life, but what do I know? I don't have any kids. I do not have any kids, so maybe I'm wrong. He's fully keeping her on the hook, Ted Mosby style. Drew, it's familiar. I was literally thinking about that. I was thinking about that episode, bro. That's exactly what it feels like. It honestly feels like what those top commenters were saying about free babysitting. Yeah, I would cut her out of my life, but every once in a while she takes care of my kid for me so that I can go and do what I want. Like, that's all that episode was about. Was like using people who are madly in love with you. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Wait, Bree, why you gifted so many subs? Bree, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Chat, if you got a gifted sub from Bree, I need y'all to say thank you. I probably can't scroll up to the one from 5 minutes ago, but Dino Girl, Sea Dragon, Voice of the Lich, Nonchalant, Bust Down, and Boss Lady Sarah, y'all owe Bree some thank yous. All right, chat? Make sure you're throwing those in chat, Bree. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Always appreciated, not required. Always just want to remind you guys of that. As well as Cherry Soap, thank you for resubscribing for 2 months at tier 1. Been subscribed for 3 months. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And Arlo with that 60 stream streak. God damn. Sarby, Bree is making me look bad. Hey, it's spelled differently, Bree. It can't possibly be you, bro. Yeah, but also tell your fellow Bree to get her shit together, man. Listen, it's hard, chat, because like I want to clarify. If you find yourself pressured into an engagement / marriage that you come to realize isn't right for you, get out. You know? But the second you do that via another person, which granted, I want to give them credit. It's not like they did anything. But like that, you can't put the out on you can't put the out on another person. Like, I think some of the comments were cooking about like Bree probably has insane amounts of commitment issues that she needs to work out on her own in therapy, but she can't come to that conclusion. And instead she's using OP. She's using her love for OP and his daughter as the reason to get out of this marriage. And then OP is OPing. Like, I still am not wild about the way that he's handling this right now. Yeah, OP is the eject button for real. Bree, can I kiss you and tickle your feet? Whoa. What? And then Bree said yes? Y'all getting freaky in chat. Y'all getting freaky deaky in chat. What is going on? Y'all getting a little freaky in it. When it isn't chat freaky, you're right. That's fair. That's fair. What is going on? Resilient Sage, if you were on the Twitch, you would know. But you're not, because you hate us. You hate me. You don't want to support my dreams of becoming a real stream boy on Twitch. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Gay Sexy Yuri, thank you for becoming a member on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Slowly but surely, chat. I'll collect all y'all as members. Okay, let's see. Guys, I think we just go to the update. Okay, chat. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, I have to run ads. Really quick, before I run these ads, there is a trigger warning on this. I am not gonna read it. Me personally, I don't need trigger warnings. I don't need to know them. That's not for me. I've always said this, like, I'm not going to open those on stream because I don't want to know what's going to happen ahead of time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's how I prefer to do these. If they're ever terrible, I always add disclaimers like in the YouTube video. Really quick. So if you guys need a trigger warning, go and check this for yourself. Please. Go and check the title. I'm going to give you guys till the end of running ads. I run 1:30 of ads. The ads are going to run in 10 seconds anyways. So that way we're paused. We're not going to read until the ads are done, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, guys? But if you need that trigger warning, right now is the time to check it. Go. Timer starts now. Chat, ask me questions. 1:30 worth of questions. Ask me anything. The ad failed to run because the channel recently ran a commercial and is on cooldown. Oh, okay, but they ended up running anyways. Okay, we're good. Damn, now you guys guessing what the trigger warning's gonna be. Please do not spoil it if you look it up, all right? When are you getting a shelf? When Shrek for Life stopped saying show hole. Do it stink? No, I put on deodorant. Sarby, if you were a pirate, would you be called Yarby? That's pretty good. I can't even lie, Mango. The answer is yes. Do you like to hike? Yes, but I don't go out of my way to do it. Favorite dessert? Fuck, I don't actually have an answer to that. I'm sorry. I don't eat dessert that often. I'd say my favorite, the dessert that I eat the most, that's not actually dessert, but it's like what I treat as dessert, is plain Greek yogurt, honey, protein powder, and some sort of frozen fruit mix that I like microwave, and then the juices soak into the yogurt, and it's really good. Sign-offs on Spotify episodes win. Never. It hurts your average view duration. Y'all are just going to click off after I do the sign-off. So why would I give you a sign-off when I can just have better average view duration? Have you ever rock climbed? Yes. I'm not really built for it, though. I'm not very tall, and I'm kind of heavy, so it makes rock climbing a lot harder. I'm decent. I could probably get pretty good at it, but I just don't. That's not my thing. Favorite food? Probably sushi. Does the axolotl have a name? It does not. Do you brush your stash? No. When are you getting that condom brand deal? I actually never reached out to it about it. I mean, I would be down. I would be down to do that. When are the Reddit on Wiki guys going to show up on your stream? That's so true, Druids. I need to do that soon. I would love to have them, man. I just got to set it up. That's the hard part. I would love if they ever came out to Vegas, I would have them in a heartbeat. But I hate, honestly, y'all, I hate Discord call content. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel as good, bro. You should run a vote on the axolotl name and let us pick it out. No. The only person I'd let name that axolotl is my girlfriend, because it was a joint boyfriend girlfriend kiss thing. Sorry guys, you don't get naming rights to my children with my girlfriend. That's just how it is. Sorry, we don't use condoms. He raw as fuck. Yeah. Do a quick, it's the end of the episode or something quick like that for Spotify. Destiny, that's just a waste of everybody's time. Like, I don't need it. It just can end. Like, you know, if anything, it's better that that's how it ends, because then it runs more ads and I get paid for it, bro. I'm sorry. I just like, listen, if that's your biggest problem with my content, I feel like that's not that big of a problem. You know what I'm saying? Just queue up another video and then it'll just roll into the next one. When are you going to add the emotes? Bro, I need to add those so bad. That's actually perfect timing because Loafcat just came in here. All right, chat, your time is up. It was actually up a little bit ago, but I was just being nice to you guys. You better ask her what its name is. I don't think we didn't name it. She's not big on like naming stuff, you know? I don't think that's like that important to her, you know? Y'all, I mean, listen, I stopped doing the intros for my videos too because I genuinely, like, it's extra work and it doesn't do anything positive for me. Like, why would I add something to my videos that, like, make the videos perform worse? You know? Like, my videos actually perform better if I just title my video based off the first story and then they click and it's immediately the story that they clicked for. Like, it's just bam, 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 boom, bap, bap, blah. You know? Why is there low-key more people on the YouTube stream? That's how it is pretty much all. I mean, it makes more sense, Shy. Like, people come from my 55,000 subscriber YouTube channel and they watch the stream, right? Versus on Twitch, it's purely organic. It's purely organic. So, like, to be fair, the fact that YouTube's at 95 and Twitch is at 91, kind of embarrassing for YouTube, low-key. But also, live streams are not popular on YouTube. Like, especially with the content that I've been making, like, that's not why people watch that content, you know? you know? YouTube, if you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 96 people watching, 70 likes. That's actually pretty damn good. Thank you, guys. If you haven't liked up the stream yet, please do so. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live. Really quick shout out to Shooky and for resubscribing with Prime. Guys, make sure to check if you've used your Prime sub this month. All right? If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Prime sub. If you don't use it, Daddy Bezos just pockets the extra profit. You might as well siphon that profit to a favorite streamer of your choice. Me. Please. All right, chat. Final update, November 8th, 2024, 9.5 months later. Oh my God, if this is like a I got Brie pregnant shit, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm genuinely gonna lose it. That timing's a little too convenient, chat. I wrote a post 9 months ago about my friend Brie telling me that she loved me a few weeks before she was supposed to get married. For context, I don't need the context. She was staying with us when I last shared an update. I think the story was picked up by some popular YouTube channels, and people have been messaging me to find out what happened afterward. I wanted to maintain our privacy, especially since many of our family members saw the video and recognized my post. They didn't know that Jason had assaulted me, and I had to assure everyone that we were safe and okay. I'm feeling particularly happy this week, so I thought I would share an update. Firstly, the reason Brie moved in with us while Jason was still in town was because I had a temporary restraining order, TRO, against him. Brie also filed one, but was denied, as he had never directly threatened her safety. She said she felt secure with us because of the TRO, and I agreed. Jason didn't cause any issues after that, though he continued texting Brie, asking her to work on their relationship. Eventually, he moved back to our hometown in February, and we haven't heard from him since. You guys, like, I'm not trying to, like, diminish the fact that, like, Jason shouldn't have punched OP. Like, I do believe that. I don't know, man. Like, this just feels like... Oh, dude, this just feels like kind of like, oh, this was our excuse to move in together. Like, I don't know, bro. This whole story's a fucking mess. I can't remember if I read this part really quick, chat. Jason didn't cause any issues after that, though he continued texting Brie, asking her to work on their relationship. Eventually, he moved back to our hometown in February, and we haven't heard from him since. Brie got her own apartment once Jason left town, but she remained very much a part of our daily lives. All right, that's a step in the right direction. I enjoyed having her around, and my daughter loves her. In April, Brie brought up the idea of us dating again. I explained that I wasn't over my wife's death and didn't want to be unfair to her because I still love my late wife deeply. Brie told me she knew she could never replace my wife, nor did she want to. She shared a beautiful analogy. She said, my heart is like a big pot. It holds a lot of love for my late wife, but it also made room for more love when my daughter was born. Loving her wouldn't erase my love for my wife or my daughter. It would simply mean there's more room in my heart than I realized. I took a month to think it over, talking to my mom and mother-in-law, in parentheses, late wife's mom, who both encouraged me to give a relationship with Brie a chance. We officially started dating in May, and it's been surprising how quickly we fell in love. I think the strong... Okay, so... So, like, OP was kind of Ted Mosbying her and then gave in. Like, chat, after reading that, I am fairly confident that OP was not telling her, hey, I could never love you, you're just my friend. He was telling us that so that we wouldn't think poorly of him. But I don't think he ever communicated that to her because that's not how he really felt. Yeah, no, Ava, I think this is a good way to put it. He had to be in denial about it and then gave in because what? I think the strong foundation of our friendship helped a lot. The last 6 months have been amazing, and I've never seen my daughter so happy. She's a big chatterbox now and insists that Bree comes to all of her school events and recitals. Sometimes I feel a little jealous of their bond and even a bit left out of their little chats. Okay, what is the I'm scared, y'all. What was this the trigger warning actually? The TRO? I'm like, what is this trigger warning about at the top? The reason I'm writing this update is because I'm planning to propose to Bree this Christmas. It's not a surprise. How the fuck did bro go from, yeah, I don't even really know if I can move on from my dead wife to, I'm going to propose to her. It's only been 6 months in. I made that decision. Surely that's a good decision. and in a month from now, I'll be on a knee. Like, what? Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I just can't get on board with this, bro. I can see the YouTube comments already, bro. People are mad. Why won't you let this Hallmark love happen, Sarby? Because it's fucking whack. Oh man. It's not a surprise proposal. We went engagement ring shopping last weekend and finalized the ring. We also have wedding plans for the next summer. I know it seems quick, but I can't imagine spending the rest of my life with anyone else. Bree deserves to officially be part of our family. My daughter is thrilled, and she and Bree are already shopping for dresses for the engagement photo shoot. Our families couldn't be happier, and we plan to get engaged at a small gathering of family and friends over Christmas weekend in our hometown. I know some people judged me for taking Bree in after she left Jason, and others judged her for leaving him at the altar. Life isn't easy, in parentheses, trust me, and things don't always go as planned, but I'm grateful Bree found the courage to tell me how she felt back then. Thank you all again for your support on my last post. Wait, so bro basically just said, I know that I shouldn't have taken her in so quickly after she left Jason. I know other people were saying, hey, that was kind of shitty for her to wait till the last second to leave him. But life isn't easy, and at least my life turned out okay here. Like, fuck Jason, bro. That guy's a boner. At least I'm happy. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, what support? That's what I'm curious on, chat. Okay, thank God. Okay, commenter, there's some relevant comments on this post. Commenter 1 was downvoted. Thanks for the update. Glad things worked out and wish you both the great future. Like, thank God this is downvoted. Thank fucking God. Commenter 2, wait, so why didn't she end her relationship before ever sharing with you that she had feelings for you? OP replied, it was such a crazy time, in parentheses, 4 weeks before the wedding. I know the right thing should have been the right... Oh, my bad. Or not my bad, there's a typo here. I know that the right thing should have been... Okay, wait, I'm just going to rewrite this because I know what he's trying to say, but like that he's not saying it well. I know her ending her relationship before ever sharing her feelings for me should have been the right thing to do. However, I am also glad she did not go through with the wedding when her heart was not at the right place. I feel bad for Jason too, but I think it's better for him it happened. Okay, I mean, I guess that's true, but still doesn't take away the fact that you guys kind of did him dirty. Instead of learning about it after getting married, I did initially blame myself for all the pain that I caused Bree. I know she would have been married happily to Jason if I did not exist, but through therapy, I have learned to let go of the guilt. It was something I could not control. Okay, so whoever OP's therapist is, I need to know and keep them the hell away from me, bro. I really hope if my therapist came in and was like, hey, bro, you basically like helped a woman emotionally cheat on her fiance. I hope, me personally, I would hope that my therapist would be like, hey, dog, not cool. Don't do that. You should feel guilty about that. Oh my God, bro. Commenter 3, so you explained to her that you were still grieving your wife, and she gave you some stupid analogy to pressure you into dating her. She sounds desperate and dumb and not a good influence for your child. Thank you! Thank you! No, for real, bro. Nothing about Bree in this story is screaming to me, wow, I should really have this person by my child. Like, bro, I wouldn't even let this bitch near my cat. Like, you know? Shout out Beans. He be eeping. Look at that guy. Look at that rumpus sticking up there. Yeah, he got a rumpus just like his daddy, bro. For real, for real. I feel bad for your daughter. I seriously doubt your wife would approve of this for her. Oh my God, what a bar. Yeah, use that guy's dead wife against him. Commenter 4, her analogy was pure manipulation and you are too stupid or too horny to see it. It's been less than a year. Please, that is the part that kills me. That is insane to go from I can't move on from my dead wife to I'm gonna propose after 6 months is wild. Like I don't think we really have comprehended how fucking crazy that is. That is two ends of the spectrum. I can't even look at another woman. Oh my God, I'm so in love with her. I'm willing to propose in 6 months. Good luck, dear horny man. You're going to need it. Your wife would be ashamed of the damage you are going to end up doing to your daughter and all this. You let a manipulative woman con her way into your bed and home. Wait, chat, I didn't realize there was another update. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, well, thank God at least everybody's on the same page as us. I was like, I think, don't get me wrong, I don't think we should totally disregard the fact that, like, fucking Jason punched OP. That is not okay. I would never condone that reaction when you learn that your fiance is in love with another man. Like, I want to stand by that. That being said, to me, that is not the worst thing that happened here. Like, it is the only crime, but in terms of just like shitty people be shittying, it's crazy. Like, here's the thing, you guys, and don't get me wrong, like, it's always a little bit of a red flag when a man gets angry. But it really did kind of feel like OP was milking it. I'm sure people on the video or people in chat are going to disagree with this, but the way that OP was like, because he did this, I am now utterly concerned for, like, I think people can get into physical altercations without being like a danger to their partner, right? Like, I do think that's possible. And the way that he like used that to justify Bree moving in with him or Bree being around him and away from Jason, this terribly abusive man, felt like a little bit of copium to me personally. Not saying maybe he was, maybe like, I don't want to rule that out, but it's not like he said, oh, he has a history of doing this to Bree. Bree said that he was terribly abusive all the time behind closed doors. Like, if that's the case, I would be on OP's side. I firmly, maybe not wild about him proposing 6 months after being like, oh, I'm not sure about moving on from my dead wife, but I'm always pro if there is truly an abusive partner, get the fuck away, even if that requires falling in love with somebody else. But that doesn't sound like that's the case, and it sounds like OP is trying to like push to make that the case. And Loki is doing a bad job at it. Chat, I didn't even realize there was another update. I'm so excited. I'd punch OP too, not gonna lie. Here's the thing. I think that makes sense. Listen, actually, you know what? I don't even want. I actually disagree with that. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I don't think OP did anything wrong, even with the stuff that we said could have happened at that point. You know, because at the end of the day, like, it really is up to Bree to not let it escalate to that point. Not saying that he should hit Bree, by the way. Just saying OP shouldn't have had to take a punch there. Can we check the trigger warning just to see what it was for? Can we check it after the update, Bouncy Ball? Just because it maybe could apply to this new update. I don't know why they would put it up here, but I will click on it if you remind me. I don't want it to like potentially spoil something for the new update. Now I'm craving buffalo chicken egg rolls. They make those? They make those? Where in the fuck do I get those, chat? Sign me the hell up for that shit. ASAP Rocky, bro. Immediately. I could really fuck with some buffalo chicken egg rolls, chat. I'm not even gonna lie, that sounds pure gas. All gas, no brakes. All right, chat, I think we keep going. I think we keep on keeping on, y'all. Really quick, if you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 97 people watching, 75 likes. I know we could get that to 80, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, turn on those post notices so you never miss a live stream from me. Trying to stream every day of July. Day 12 today, baby. Almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. What? Hold on. Okay, so new update. Editor's note. The final update below is nearly 11 months old and it has not been posted here onto the sub. Editor's note number 2. The video links in this post no longer work. And that is... Hold on, let me just finish up. You guys will get context here in a second of what that means. Last update, August 14th, 2025, over 9 months from the... Oh, excuse me. Over 9 months later from the previous update. It's been 9 months since my last update. I wrote my first post almost 2 years ago, which seems crazy now, and I could have never imagined how things would turn out. Many of you messaged me for an update, so I'm writing a short update instead of replying to all the messages, as you guys really have been helpful through all this time. Thanks to this YouTube channel who created this beautiful short film based on our story. Although I'm not as handsome in real life. Bro, a YouTube channel? Actually, none of these don't work. But someone really went out of their way to fucking make a short story out of this absolute monstrosity that we've read. I mean, I guess it speaks magnitudes that these videos don't exist anymore. Damn, wait. The video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated. Damn, bro, they must have been doing some sketchy shit. You have to be doing some sketchy shit on YouTube to get it terminated. Probably AI? I don't think so. Well, how long has AI been around? I guess it was around. November 8th, 2024. Yeah, you're right. It was around. When did AI start coming out, chat? I think it was around because this is when I was doing those AI thumbnails because it hadn't come out yet how bad generative AI was in terms of stealing from stealing from artists and what was the other, and how bad it was for the environment. Like, I remember, when did people start using ChatGPT, bro? Was it 2021? Roughly 2022, 2023. That's what I'm thinking, Fender. Early 2023? Really? Was it back then? I want to say, y'all, because I remember I got like a chat. This is so embarrassing, but it's part of my lore. Back in the day before, and I want to clarify, this is before like any of how bad generative AI is for the environment and just in general from stealing for artists. I remember I got like a UGC deal before my YouTube channel took off, where I would this company, like, you could make AI generated like images and put them on shirts or whatever, and I made them like 30 videos. And I want to say that was like, I made that deal like end of 2023, beginning of 2024. So yeah, I think you are right. Then. Became more of a problem around 2023. Yeah, I think it really like took off in 2023. I checked and it was an AI illustrated video. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, man, huh? Shout out YouTube, bro. Shout out YouTube for fucking clocking those AI generated channels, bro. They're so bad. Have you guys heard of the issue right now? I genuinely think, chat, one day someone's going to try this with my shit. Have you heard of the thing where they literally just take a video and like remake it with AI? They like download the script, create like an AI avatar with the same background and everything, and then they have it like just say the exact script, but in like somebody else's tone. It's literally like word for word, bar for bar, the exact same thing. I know Moist Critical made a video on it, bro. It's crazy, man. Well, it could be Kwebbelkop. I actually don't know. Is Kwebbelkop, didn't Kwebbelkop's channel like implode? Is he still doubled down on that? Does he still make those garbage ass videos? No. Oh my God. Wait. Yeah, bro fell off. I'm guessing that's probably AI. Maybe there's still like AI, but now that AI is better. I just remember it was like that shitty little AI avatar in the corner, right? Oh yeah, that's definitely AI right there. So he's still using it. Not very well, but he's using it. I guess he gets better shorts views than me, but I also am not. Crazy, bro. I haven't seen a single viral one, bro. Like, shit, if you're going to make AI slop, at least make it good. Yeah, like, wasn't he doing this, but it was like an AI, like, avatar in the corner or some shit? Yeah, they did it to guitar guy Rhett Shull. I think that's who I'm talking about. Crazy. Sorry, little tangent. Little tangent, y'all. Just wanted, you guys said his name, and I haven't fucking, like, looked at his shit in a long time. But thank God it's flopping. All right. Bree and I got engaged last December. I know that my love for my late wife could never go away, but I felt it was the right thing to do for Bree and also my daughter. I proposed to Bree at our high school ground where we would often hang out when we were younger. There was a lot of drama that unfolded after our engagement. Jason had already moved back and told everyone made-up stories about how Bree cheated on him and ruined his life, and how I played the victim after he kicked my ass, in parentheses, his words. I lost a lot of old friends in this process, but some of our friends were willing to give us the benefit of the doubt. Luckily, our families know me well enough to know that I would not have an affair with Bree before she broke off her engagement. I think the news of our engagement did not sit well with Jason. Things got ugly when Jason tried to break into Bree's house to talk to her. Whoa, okay, Jason, that's not okay. We can definitely condemn that. But luckily, me and her brother were there and called the cops. He still thinks we're sleeping together before Bree broke off her engagement. Oh, sorry. He still thinks we were sleeping together before Bree broke off her engagement. I know a lot of you guys warned me that Bree was planning on being with me the entire time and moved my town specifically to be with me. I talked to her about this, and we had discussions about what exactly happened. She told me that marrying Jason never felt right, and maybe she just subconsciously wanted to be around me because I had always been honest about guys she dated in the past. In parentheses, let's say she had a type growing up, and she just wanted me to tell her to not marry Jason. However, she told me that she only started developing feelings for me after she met me. I also do not agree with the theory that she moved to my town to be with me, as we had not met each other in person for many years prior, and it would be crazy to make such a big change in her life just on a whim. I don't know, bro. I think Bree low-key gone girled you, you know? Like on some IQ 9,000 level shit. You know? I guess, but there seems to be some scheming and dreaming there. Keep in mind, chat, she started talking to OP somewhat regularly when OP's wife died. Just throwing that out there. Our relationship is far from perfect, but something that works for both of us. Bree lost her job after we got engaged and helps me look after our daughter during the last few months. My daughter loves her too, and they have a great bond. I have a good job, so Bree decided to take a break for wedding planning and looking after our daughter full time. Sorry, I'm going to rephrase that because it's not really written correctly. I have a good job, so Bree decided to take a break for wedding planning and wanted to look after our daughter full time. I am glad for her decision, as my daughter will get to have a parent in-house full time, something I was not able to provide to her because of my work. On to the good news. We got married around a month ago, and as many of you have predicted, Bree did not run away, and we had a wonderful ceremony. I wanted a small wedding, but Bree and her parents wanted to invite a bunch of people, and we ended up having a really nice wedding. Right now, we have just come back from our honeymoon and are getting ready for my daughter's school year. I know many of you misunderstood Bree. Oh, nope, sorry, misunderstand. I know many of you misunderstand Bree, but she has been nothing but a blessing in my life. I thank God every day for sending her into our life, as she has made our life beautiful. Okay, bro. All right. You know what? If it works out, I guess it works out. But by God, you didn't need to be that shit on all ends. Like, you guys were saying it like it is officially everyone sucks here. Jason sucks. OP sucks. Bree sucks. I guess the child doesn't suck. The child is the child is innocent. I guess that makes sense. Someone said, "What in the Colleen Hoover?" Oh no, not Colleen Hoover. Yeah, I think this person said it right. Like, I don't know, something seems off. I want a happy ending for his daughter's sake above all else, but it's hard when there was so much pushing. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. Like, nothing about this story was I going in there and being like, oh, what a happy ending story. It just felt like, what struck me was the implied Bree and Jason aren't that compatible because Jason isn't very career oriented and Bree is. Then Bree got fired and became a stay-at-home mom. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, like it really does sound like Bree is like IQ level 9,000. She just decided I wanted to be this guy's stay-at-home wife and have a daughter and have a basically adopted daughter, and she got what she wanted. I have no proof to that, by the way. I literally have zero proof to that, zero evidence. Might be a dick for even like assuming that or like coming up with that, but like that's just how it feels, bro. It feels like Bree was the catalyst for chaos in this entire story, and she's the only one that really came out on top with what she wanted out of the whole thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I think OP thinks he knows what he wants. But like, he didn't come to that himself. Where he's at right now in his happiness was completely put in front of him by Bree. And like with what he was telling us, I don't think he was in a position to move on. He was just convinced of that. And then convinced to propose in 6 months. I don't know, bro. I'm sure some people are going to be mad about that, but I feel like at least chat's on my end of like, this doesn't make any sense. Bree did the mental gymnastics and folded his brain like laundry. That's how I feel, bro. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Okay, wait. Real quick, chat. Real quick. What the fuck was that trigger warning? I gotta see it. It had to be about the TRO, right? Assault and emotional manipulation. Wait. Wait, I think they put the emotional manipulation trigger warning for Bree emotionally manipulating OP. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know where the assault was other than like the whole TRO thing, but I mean, that came up later. I don't know why like that needed to be included on this one, but okay. So trigger warning, Jason and Bree. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, bro. Bree manipulated the shit out of OP. I feel so bad for his daughter. Like I said, y'all, it feels like a Gone Girl situation. Like OP has no idea he's getting manipulated and set up until it's too late. I guess that, well, I don't want, if you haven't seen it or read the book by now, that's on you, dog. But like, I guess it worked out in the end for them too, huh? But that was just a book. This is someone's real actual life, allegedly. I guess it could be fake, but damn. I get the feeling that Bree told Jason a different story. That's kind of what I was feeling, chat. Ooh, especially too now that we know that Jason's walking around saying that like they definitively cheated. Like Bree could have been like, oh yeah, me and OP slept together when I went over there and we've been sleeping together. But also, I guess Jason could be a fucking piece of shit too, because I mean, physically assaulting OP, breaking into their house, like not cool. Yeah, OP went from I can't get over my wife to we're married and my child is now our child real fucking fast. Yes. Just that, I think that's how we end this. Like that, yeah. Yeah. It's fucking weird. Like either OP it was hiding from us how much he was actually into Bree, or he has been mental gymnastics into a completely different mindset about Bree being the mother of his child. Wow. Just wow. If this was a book, the twist would be Bree killed OP's wife. I mean, we never heard about how the wife died, so maybe. Talk about some shit, chat. God damn. Just god damn, y'all. I don't know who needs to hear this, but that is just not the way that you go about life, bro. That is some messy shit. Can I get my name cleared? Unfortunately not, Bree. Unfortunately not. Damn, we've read one story. No, for real. I mean, we chose a couple of long best Redditor update stories, bro. Oh, this one does sound so interesting, though, chat. It's just super fucking long. Maybe we'll, okay, you know what? Maybe we'll spend one more day. We'll spend one more day on stories tomorrow. But until then, let's read one more, chat. Let's read one more. This one's fresh, y'all. 21 hours ago. I'm intrigued. You're intrigued. He, she, we intrigued. Let's do it. Let's do it. YouTube. If you guys are on the YouTube, please like up the stream. We now have 107 people watching. Thank you. Good to have you guys. If you guys could like up the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. Always love to end stream past 100 likes. Just looks good for the YouTube numbers, you know? If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, though, turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. All right, here we go. My friend posted my work on her social media, claiming it as her own. We have a 22 female OP and a 32 female friend. Original post, April 18th, 2016. A bit of background. I graduated from cosmetology school in a different state than I currently reside. When I moved here, I needed more hours to get licensed in my current state. So I returned to school and instantly made friends with a girl who I will be referring to as Mindy. At my last week of school before I graduated, I was running a bit late in the morning and forgot my phone at home in my rush, which really sucked because I know I had a girl coming in who wanted a big change, and I wanted to take before and after pictures. But Mindy was there that day, and I asked her if she could take the pictures for me and send them to me. She accepted, and I thought that was that. A few weeks went by, and I never got the pictures despite me asking for them, and I never got any response from her. Now it becomes a bit more pressing. I'm applying to jobs, and I'm putting together a portfolio of all my work. Again, I ask if she can send me the pictures so I can put it in there. This time, she apologizes profusely for not getting them to me sooner and says that she will send them. 2 days later, still no pictures. Bringing us to today. I ask her again for them, in parentheses, nicely, mind you, and I don't get a response. I figure that she is super busy at her job and can't get back to me right away. Okay, but sending pictures takes not that long? I guess it is 2016, so a little bit longer than we are currently accustomed to, but still not that long. But as I am looking through my Instagram, I see that she made a post of the before and after pictures of my client with the caption saying, "Check out this rocking haircut that I did. Come see me for all your hair needs." When I saw this, I was fucking livid. This girl was one of my first friends at my new beauty school, and now she's taking credit for the work that I did. My question is, how do I approach her about this? And how can I ask her to delete the post from her Instagram page? Do I need to realize to her? Okay, this doesn't make any sense. Do I need to confront her face to face and make sure she does it? I think that's what OP meant to say. Chat, I have no idea how cosmetology works. Is this like a licensing? Is this like a license revoke offense? To me, this is false advertising, right? So like if you're licensed for something and you false advertise about it, and you can get evidence, aka OP going to the person whose hair they cut and just being like, "Hey, someone's trying to take credit for this. Could you give me a written statement or like confirm this if they ask that like I gave you the haircut and this bitch is lying?" Like, I feel like, is that not something you can do there? Yeah, because it like you guys are saying it, like it's fraud. This is fraud. Ooh, I don't know if the licensing is that strict, but I imagine the school would kick her out. Oh, yeah. Well, I think they already graduated, or at least OP did. Because OP said last week of school before I graduated is when she did this haircut, and then a few weeks went by. So I think OP has already graduated. Report the Insta post for fraud, maybe. There's no way that they would actually do anything about it. In 2016, Insta doesn't do shit for shit about anything in 2026. There's no way in 2016 were they on their shit about that. Instagram would genuinely not care. At least do a call out and get the client to confirm that they're willing. I mean, here's what I would do, y'all. I think you got to take the professional route, not the social media route. Because if she really wanted to, she can just block OP and block the client whose hair she did. And then at that point, like, there's no evidence that, and like, this is before people could make a TikTok about this shit and it would go insanely viral and people would like get up all in arms about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's any social ramifications that can be done here back in 2016. If this is present day, absolutely, 100%. Like, y'all see that streamer girl who had a crying fit over not being able to get her hair cut because she showed up super late to her hair appointment? Fellow streamer, fellow colleague. Had no idea who she was until my girlfriend pointed her out to me. But like just shit like that, where you can make that and then people can be like, actually, bro, it's not how it was. Like, I think there was just less of that in 2016. Nowadays, you could probably do it. It's definitely worth a try. Like, I definitely recommend OP at least take some screenshots, have some evidence of this. I think the professional route is reach out to the licensing, see if there's anything that they can do, because I know you have to be a licensed cosmetologist. Maybe they could get that revoked. I would go to the salon that she works at and be like, hey, here's a screenshot of one of your workers stealing my work. And here is like the client saying, hey, this is not her work. This is OP's. What are you going to do about it? And if they don't do anything about it, then maybe you could like write reviews or I don't know. I do have to say, I think there is a world where OP loses here. You know, I think all you can maybe do is screenshot the post so that you have your photos finally. You post them and just call it out. Like, hey, this is a haircut I did for at this person. And this girl that I called a friend at her stole the photos, claimed the work, and is trying to get clients off this. This is not her. You can, in the comments, you will see a confirmation comment from my actual client whose hair I did. Please come to me, not to this dumb bitch. And that's really all you can do sometimes. You know? That's just all you can do, man. Like, you can't control if the salon's going to do anything about it. You can't control if the cosmetology licensing people. I don't know. I don't know what that's called. I'm sorry, sue me. I've never looked into it. I've never needed to look into it a day in my life. The great gods of cosmetology licensing. If they don't do anything about it, there's nothing you can do about it, you know? All you can do is like, I guess now you have the photos, right? Like, steal them and deal them, baby. Or I guess not even steal. Take them back and post them yourself. I don't know. Crazy, man. Like, chat, I can't even lie. Like, this happens to me, bro. I just found another Reddit account on TikTok that takes my content and posts it. Granted, to be fair, at least the two top ones that I've seen give me credit in the caption. Give me credit in their bios. I mean, like, if anything, they're just giving me free marketing, so I have to kind of be like, all right, whatever, you know? But, like, in theory, I could be mad about that. This is the hair cosmetology stuff, very different, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's marketing for me. I'm getting credit for it. It's my face, right? But you just sometimes, chat, you just got to roll with the punches, bro. It's unfortunately how this world works, man. I'm very interested. I think hopefully this is going to, I told the cosmetology board and they absolutely clapped her shit. We have a couple of relevant comments. Maybe we have some cosmetology people telling it how it is. Okay. When told to take screenshots and inform the school, OP replies, thank you for this. Screenshots have been taken off both her Instagram post and the messages back and forth between us. I plan on going into the school and hopefully getting this figured out. Maybe they can provide me with some sort of proof. Also, I should add that the client just started at the school. At the school right after I did her hair, so she'll be at the school to help me out with this. Okay, big fat W. When told to contact Instagram and have it removed, I'm going to report the photo so that she doesn't have the chance to take it down herself. It's much more satisfying this way. I would be shocked if Instagram actually did anything about that. Like, I think even now, you could post the photos first. Someone could rip them and post them themselves Well, actually, Instagram's copyright claim system is super easy to fudge, both for the better, but also for the worst. I just don't know if you can provide evidence enough to Instagram that you owe the copyright to those photos. Like, especially if you didn't post them first. I don't know, y'all. Like, I just don't believe Instagram has good enough service to, like, do their due diligence on this. Also, my client has an Instagram, and I will get in contact with her about reporting the picture as well. Either way, the school will be contacted, and I hope they can help me out. Yeah, I think the school is the only route here that is going to get you proper justice. Okay, let's just read the update, chat. We got updates as well as we got this update as well as a couple of edits here. Update coming in April 19th, 2016, the next day. I wanted to thank everyone for the replies and advice, especially the dude that told me to do another haircut. It's not like I found a cure for cancer. This one's for you, buddy. Yeah, count on a dude to say that shit. On to the update. So I went to school to see if they could help me. I went to the academy director and the director of admissions, and they were so helpful. They told me they were on my side because they aren't huge fans of Mindy, and this isn't the first time they've dealt with this. I showed them the Instagram post, and they got to work. They checked the schedule that day that They checked the schedule the day that I did the haircut and also checked the client ticket. The schedule showed that I was the one scheduled to do the haircut, and Mindy was working behind the front desk that day. And people behind the desk are not allowed to take clients. And the client ticket specifically said that I was the one performing the service. Next, we called my client, in parentheses, a new student at the school, to the office to let her in on this. I also showed her the post, and she seemed quite peeved at it. So she was on my side as well. I took some of your advice and asked if she could write a release of sorts to say that Mindy did not have the authorization to put the pictures on social media. She, however, wrote that I was allowed to use the photos in my portfolio if I wished. So both directors got in contact with Mindy and showed her the letter written by my client. Luckily, Mindy is none too smart and got scared that some sort of legal action would be used against her and apologized profusely. She didn't apologize to me, of course. She was only remorseful because she got caught. Lovely. In any case, the picture was taken off of Instagram not 2 minutes later, and the original photos were sent to the director of admissions, who sent them to me. The directors are apologizing to me for the whole fiasco and offered me a free service of my choice, so I'm going in today and getting me a massage. So yeah, everything worked out in the end. Okay, but is Mindy getting fucking kicked to the curb? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick to the school because they did the right thing here, but like, hey man, if Mindy's been doing this shit, like, you should have kicked her out way before this. Like, why are we just running with it, bro? I think we've got to show Mindy the shape of Italy and give her the boot, you know? Big old boot, chat. Okay, a couple edits here. I want to add really quickly that edit one. I want to add really quickly that the directors at the school will be talking with Mindy's boss. Oh. Wait, how does that work? I'm confused. I don't understand how cosmetology schools work. Is she still a student? Is she not a student? Is there a world where you're kind of both? Can the directors of the school not fire Mindy or kick her out? Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Not that they're doing it wrong, but cosmetology school confuses me. I don't understand it. Like, they're working, but they're not working, but then they're also having to be the clients, which is also crazy. Like, I love my hair. Y'all know that shit. Like, looks good. I don't want somebody learning how to do hair doing my hair, me personally. That might be selfish of me, chat, but I feel like I can be selfish here. I can't imagine being like, I want to learn how to do hair. And then they're like, okay, but part of that is you let someone else who wants to learn how to do hair do your hair. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I guess it might also be like an option for them that they can allow for that. It's usually really cheap though, like super cheap. That still scares me. That scares me even more, if anything. Sorry, chat. You're talking to the guy who pays like 40 bucks for his haircut. Like most guys gawk at 20. I'm like 40 plus generous tip for my girl Jordan. Shout out Jordan. She flicks me up every time. Like I genuinely, chat, I find one person who can like do my haircut well and I just stick with them ruthlessly. Like I can't imagine just waking up one day like, I'm gonna let somebody who doesn't know what they're doing do it. Not that they don't know what they're doing, but you know what I mean. Somebody who's brand new, I'm gonna let them go to town with, I'm gonna let them go to town on my head with sharp objects. And I think it's even crazier for women. You know? Like, if they fuck this up, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal for me. Like, I could just be like, fuck it, we go bald, you know? Like, you'll just see me pop up with a buzz cut one day, and I'll be like, I did a fucky wucky, you know? Like, that... Like, that's just how it would be. But for, like, women, like... It's more. I mean, I guess you guys could buzz it. That's perfectly fine. I don't want to not imply that, but like usually the haircuts for women are a lot more complicated. They're a lot more expensive. They require more skill, I would say. Like your profile pic on your second channel. Yeah, you're right. That profile pic is beautiful. Chat, if I ever, listen, I got to knock on some wood because I can't manifest this, but if I ever do go bald, I think it would be funny to like completely recreate the bald bee photo. Like I'm talking shaved eyebrows, shaved head, shaved mustache. We would just look completely shaved. Like I think that would be really fun. You know? We could do a quick little, let's raise this amount of money for charity and then I'll shave my shit off. And you guys can, and then we can do charity stuff, you know? Okay, I'm getting off topic. I'm getting really off topic. Let me finish these edits. Edit 2, massage was the bomb diggity. Directors called Mindy's boss while I was getting the massage. Mindy's boss will be having a few serious words with her today. Boss will then tell the directors who will tell me what happened. The suspense is killing me. Edit 3, I just got off the phone with the Academy director. Thank you to user... Zuwugma kerfuffle. That first part sounds like a ligma joke. Zuwigma these nuts in your mouth. Okay. For putting it so eloquently, my justice boner couldn't be any harder right now. Fucking Mindy has been fired. Her boss asked her to grab her things and leave because plagiarism is absolutely not tolerated at her work. The moral of the story here is don't be a dick. I mean, not even just a dick, but like a stupid dick. Like an absolutely bonkers, moronic dick. How in the fuck did you just think like, oh yeah, surely these photos that I've been getting hounded for weeks, I can just post those as my own work and nobody will bat an eye. Like, that's insanely stupid to me, you know? I moved that the wrong way. I gotta move it this way. Like, I don't want somebody that stupid with a pair of scissors next to my head. My home skilly vanilla Jordan, smart. 10 out of 10, trust her with scissors by my head. You know? In no way, shape, or form do I want Mindy anywhere near my head with those. All right? I'm going to come out of that. I'm going to come out of that haircut missing hair and an ear.